What it do is your boy Crackle Stand on Guy Get Sports, and today we will be going over the Seattle Seahawks versus the Commanders on Sunday Night Football. So let's get into the injury report. So first thing first, we got Terry McLaurin out again. His quadricep messed up last game. He had two great catches against the Chiefs, and he's out again this week. It's been a tough ride with him, man, especially him getting paid and then being out. Fans are starting to say stuff, but I trust Terry. He's been healthy his whole career for the most part outside of this year. Everybody's getting hurt, so we just want to have to deal with this. We're going to be fine. We'll be good in the future. I don't know about this season, but we'll be fine. We got Johnny Newton out, another blow to our D-line. Armstrong's out for the year. Wise Jr. is out for the year. So we just can't catch a break on that line, but he'll be out this week. We will get Kinlaw. Kinlaw will play. He got hurt against the Chiefs. It didn't look good, but he practiced fully today, so Kinlaw will be back. And we will definitely need him up the middle because he's been doing a great job up there. My running game been struggling this year, particularly like the last 3 games, but it hasn't been up the middle. It's like on the outside. So we will need Kinlaw, so I'm happy about that. Larry Tunsil is questionable. I'll say it's 50-50 for him. He has a hamstring injury that he got against the Chiefs last week, so that'll be a blow as well. But we do have a good backup in Coleman. He played left tackle pretty much all last year, so he'll be a good replacement. But Larry Tunsil is a Pro Bowler, so we can't replace him. So it is what it is with that. Our tight end Yankoff will be out as well. But we got Jaden Daniels back, so that'll help us, give us an opportunity to win the game. I definitely want to give us a chance to win a game with Mariota. But, Jaden Daniels is, magical, so he can make things happen sometimes. It's any given Sunday, so let's see what happens with that. For the Seattle injury report, we have Jake Bobo out. That's the receiver. We have Christian, the guard, out. We have Julian Love, the safety, out. We have Eric Seibert, tight end, out. Wide receiver Derek Young, out. Questionable, we have Cooper Kupp. He didn't practice Friday, but he's a veteran. He don't need too much practice. I anticipate him playing. He don't need no practice, so he's pretty good. He's a veteran, so he'll get the job done. And then we got Jerry Reed, a D tackle for Seattle. He will play. He practiced fully on Friday, but he's still questionable. But he practiced fully Friday, so he should be good to go for Seattle. And let's get to the Commanders versus the Seattle defense. So first thing first, Seattle is great at stopping the run. They rank #1 when it comes to yards per carry for running backs. So it'll be tough for us. It hasn't been tough 3 weeks for us in general. When I say us, the Commanders, we have been struggling tremendously in the running game. We haven't been able to get Bill going. Defenses are smart. They see our receivers out. They see Terry McLaurin out and Noah Brown and Debo Howell. So what they're doing is they're stacking the front and forcing us the receivers to win the one-on-one matchups, which they haven't been doing consistently without Terry McLaurin or Debo Samuels being healthy or Noah Brown being healthy. So we'll have to get that going. Hopefully Debo Samuels is going this week. Dan Quinn did say that Debo Samuels was looking real good in practice. He looked like himself. So hopefully that's the case to translate until Sunday, because to be honest with you, the past couple weeks Debo Samuels hasn't been out there, but he hasn't looked like himself. I don't know if he got 100 yards in the past two or 3 games. That's how much he's been struggling. He's been a hazard out there. So hopefully we get us a healthy Debo Samuels and stretch him down the field. Let's stop trying to do them little gadget plays with him and actually get him involved in the receiving game like a traditional receiver. I know he's not traditional, but we have to do that with Terry McLaurin out. He's our best receiving weapon out there. We need to get Jalen Lane involved. I'm gonna keep saying that every week. We need to stretch the field with him. We need to at least get like 2 or 3 deep passes with him. I don't care if we don't complete them. Just the threat of him running down the field, that'll stretch the field. That'll open up the run game. That'll open up the game for Luke McCaffrey for them intermediate routes. We need to give Jalen Lane more opportunities. He has speed that we don't have right now, and Terry McLaurin usually our deep threat, which we seen what he did last week on that deep pass on the sideline. But we have to work the people that we have, and Jalen Lane has speed. We seen what he did in that punt return this year that he ran back. Once you get him going, he's gone. He had a great double move against a team for like a 40-yard reception. I want to say that was against the Raiders. I don't remember what team. Sorry, don't quote me on that one. But we need to get him involved. Luke McCaffrey, we need to get him like 3 to 4 targets, at least 3 to 4 targets. Every time he touches the ball, he does something with it. He had a great catch. I ain't gonna say it was great. It was a really good catch. He had to concentrate on the sideline last week, and he caught it. Luke McCaffrey make plays, man. Like kick return, the receiving game, it don't matter. Just give him opportunities. He's not the most fastest receiver, not the tallest, not the biggest, but he has sticky hands. So we have to get him involved, give him opportunities, especially when we don't have our main guys out there. You know what I'm saying? We have to get him involved. And we need to get Bill going. We got to get that running game going. I feel like we need to put J.D. Daniels under center more. He need to be under center. Because I feel like we have him in the shotgun too much sometimes, especially on 3rd and 1. Like, we can't keep having, our quarterback in shotgun 3rd and 1. We got to be able to pound that ball, run that ball. So maybe we need to play McNichols more. McNichols is hard to tackle. Every time he touches the ball, he makes a play. Last week, I feel like I don't feel like he did. He did lead us in receiving yards, which is what wasn't a good thing. But he always make a play. So I feel like we need to give him more opportunities. We need to stop running Bill up the middle. Bill is a tough runner, but he can't go up the middle. He's not Brian Robinson. He's not, going to break 3, 4, 5 tackles. Like, it's not going to happen. So Cliff Kingsbury need to get more creative when it comes to the running game. We got to get it going. Got to get that play action going. But we do that by stretching that field. And we can stretch that field with Jalen Lane. And we've seen what Luke McCaffrey did on that pass that Jaden threw to him a few games ago. He caught the ball deep as well. So we got to stretch that field so we can get breathing room for our running game. Because right now, defenses are crowding us, and they're not going to let us beat them on the run. They're not going to let us beat them on the ground. We're going to have to attack them in the air. We got to take advantage of our opportunities. So we got to lock in. So, yeah, let's get into the Seattle Seahawks versus the Commanders defense, man. Oh, my God. So this matchup I'm worried about. I'm definitely worried about it. Everybody should know what we need to be worried about. Jackson Njigba, he's the best receiver in the game this year, stats-wise. I know people, you got Justin Jefferson, and you got other receivers like Jamar Chase. But stats-wise this year, Jackson Njigba is the best receiver, yards-wise and yards per game. He leads the receivers in all categories right now. I don't know about catches, but receiving yards and yards per game, he leads in. He's always open. He finds a way to get open. It don't matter. Defenses know that Sam Donald is going to force him the ball, and he still gets it. He's eating. I think he has like 818 yards to be exact. So he is doing his thing. I love him. I have him on my fantasy team. I drafted him I think week 5, week 6. So he's been doing his thing. Hopefully I win a championship in that. But yeah, we have to key in on Jackson Njigba. I do not want Lattimore on Jackson Njigba. I don't want that to happen if we can help it. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Lattimore. Last week he had a great game. I think he was like the #1 ranked cornerback coverage-wise against the Chiefs. He had the interception, so it seemed like he bounced back. One adjustment that Witt Jr., our defensive coordinator, made. He put Lattimore in the slot, and he moved Mike Sancho back on the outside, kept Amos on the outside. So it seemed like Lattimore had some success. It seemed like Mike Sancho had some success. He hasn't. Mike Sancho hasn't done the best this year in the slot, but last year, he was able to cover that outside. He got forced to go out there because St. Juice didn't do good, and he actually excelled on the outside. So I feel like we need to stick with Mike Sancho on the outside because he's fast. He can keep up with receivers and keep Lattimore in the middle, so he can in the slot, so he can grab and do all that. Slot receivers can jam more and get more handsy. That's what we like to do. You gotta play to the shrimps at this point. We gotta move people around. So yeah, put Lattimore right there. Gotta get a pass rush. I love what I seen from Martin last week. He got 2 sacks against the Mahomes, the Chiefs. He was doing his thing, but we need more of that. I seen last week that Louvu was playing DN more, probably because we don't have Armstrong or Wise Jr. I don't really like that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Witt Jr. needs to do what he did last year with Louvu. Louvu's not flashing out like he did last year for some reason. But we need to get him more involved and make him more effective. And then we also Need to keep Bobby Wagner out on obvious passing downs. He continues to struggle. If you get him in space, all you gotta do, the receiver or tight end don't have to be good. All you gotta do is outrun him. He's gonna get burnt. No disrespect to him. He's a Hall of Famer for sure. He's still a great tackler right now. But we need to have him in on obvious running downs, not passing downs. Need to play McGee more. We did play McGee more the last game. I was happy about that. And also, Dan Quinn said that he was excited how McGee was playing and Owens, our safety, was playing. So both of them should be able to get more snaps this week. And, I would take more snaps away from Bobby Wagner, especially on passing downs, man. We got to do it. Also, too, where's Madrano? We drafted Madrano this year. He's our linebacker. You know what I'm saying? He was a receiver at one point in college, I believe. So he's great at covering tight ends and, slot receivers. And he's good at catching the ball. So we need to have him in there. You know what I'm saying? We need to get more turnovers. Our defense did good last week with turnovers. But unfortunately, our offense didn't take advantage of the opportunity that the defense gave them. But yeah, if we can do the same thing this week, get a couple of turnovers. Sam Darnold's been doing really, really good this year. He hasn't lost a step. He's fitting right well with Seattle. He said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm going to keep feeding Jackson and Jigba, which I don't blame him. I'm loving it from my fantasy perspective. But Sam Darnold, we can get pressure on him, hopefully. He's not a scrambling quarterback, so we should be able to blitz him. He's a sitting duck like, Eli Manning, like the Peyton Mannings. Last week, Mahomes did hurt us with his legs. Our secondary had, some good coverage, and then, he'll escape and get like 15, 20 yards. So we shouldn't have to worry about that against Sam Darnold. But we got to make it happen. Got to get that pressure, because we can't have Sam Darnold just sitting back there plucking us apart with Jackson and Jigba. It's not going to work. We got to step up. We got to, shut it down. You know what I'm saying? We got to blitz. We can't sit back in those weak zones. I feel like Whit Jr. called a better game last week. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the offense didn't take advantage of the opportunity that the defense gave them. You know what I'm saying? The defense got 2 turnovers, almost got another turnover, and got some stops. It was 7-7 going into halftime. So I need our offense to score more. I anticipate our offense scoring more this week just because we have Jay Daniels back. But I do anticipate us losing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be biased. I just think we have a lot of injuries. If Terry McLaurin was playing, I feel like I would pick us for sure. But I just don't trust Debo. I need to see Debo looking good. He hasn't been looking good for the past few weeks. Like I said, I know Dan Quinn said he looked really good, had a great practice this week. Hopefully he does. But I'll believe it when I see it. You know what I'm saying? I'll believe it when I see it. It's been a rough season. You know what I'm saying? It's been very, 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 very rough. It's been terrible. Too many injuries. It's critical. I was talking to my co-worker Connor. Shout out to Connor. I know you're checking this out. But this month is critical. Our next 4 games, we need to be 3-1. So we need to win 3 out of 4 of these games. We have Seattle this Sunday. Then we have the Lions the following Sunday. Then Miami in Spain. And then we have the Broncos. 3 hard games. Well, actually 4. Well, 3 hard games. We should beat the Dolphins. We should definitely beat the Dolphins. But we can't underestimate them. But yeah, we have to win 3 out of 4 of the next games in order to have an opportunity to make it to the playoffs. Do I think we're going to win 3 out of 4? No. I don't. I really don't. I just feel like we have too many injuries. But, you never know what can happen. And if Jay Daniels can stay healthy and then maybe get Terry McLaurin back next week, who knows? Our defense start playing a little better. Who knows? Maybe we can win 3 out of 4 games. Maybe we can do that. But I just don't see it. But I feel like Seattle is a winnable game just because of Sam Darnold. I like my quarterback better than Sam Darnold. And then Lions, I don't guys beating the Lions. We should beat Miami. The Broncos is tough too. Broncos is tough, so we might not beat them as well. But yeah, I have us losing this game 31-24. 31-24. I just don't think our defense will get enough stops. Hopefully I'm wrong and we win 31-24. But I just have too many injuries, man. We got to keep fighting, though. We got to keep fighting. We got to keep battling. It is what it is. This happened to the 49ers, I think, last year or the year before last. They had so many injuries where they couldn't fight back. So I don't want you Commander fans thinking, oh, he's giving up on the Commanders. He thinks we bad. No, I don't think we bad. I think if we had the roster that we supposed to projected to have in the beginning of the season, we'll be like 5-2 or like 4-3 right now. You know what I'm saying? But we just got hit with that injury bug, and sometimes you can't shake it. Can't shake it, can't force it. So yeah, November is critical for us. So we don't, win 3 out of 4 games. I feel like we need to start tanking and start trying to get the highest draft pick we can get, so we can get the best pass rusher we can get in the draft. We need a pass rusher bad. Pass rushers, well, a great pass rusher like Parsons or like Hendrickson and people like that could make a person like Lattimore look great. So we definitely need that for next year. But I stick to this year. I got us losing against Seattle 31-24. Hopefully I'm wrong. But, the key for us to beat them, we will have to slow down Jackson and Jigba. And then I think we will have to get at least 2 turnovers from Sam Darnold. Our offense have to capitalize. But if we do get turnovers this game, I feel like our offense will capitalize with Jaden Daniels. But we definitely have to get some turnovers this game and get Jaden Daniels going. Stretch that field. You know what I'm saying? We can stretch the field, get the running game going. They'll get the defense unbalanced. And we at home too, so I'll definitely give us a better chance at home. If we was in Seattle, I would say we definitely will lose for sure, because Seattle is hard playing there for sure. But we gotta get some special team opportunities going. We gotta get McCaffrey going. Hopefully Jalen can run punt return back. Look, I'm trying to find a way for us to win, man. We got so many injuries, man. Like, I'm just lost for words. I was looking forward to us going to the playoffs 2 years straight. It may not happen. It is what it is. But, I'm going to keep on supporting this team and, hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. And, let's see what happens. But, yeah, I'll be back again probably Monday night, Tuesday night for the recap of the Seattle game. Hopefully, I'll be talking about a win. Because I'm tired of talking about losses, man. It's depressing and it's just not fun. So I appreciate you guys for supporting me. And I will talk to you guys on Monday or Tuesday. Peace.